Alright guys, Joe Galnati here. I just want to first start off by saying congratulations for being selected to represent Well-Logged Cereal in Italy. It's a very exciting time, very exciting opportunity. I'm just here to review some of the stuff I put in my Word document. I hope you guys had time to review it. It's very, very important that you review the cultural history, the economy. I put a lot of business negotiation tips, a lot of cultural stuff, the geography of Italy, everything. So I want you guys to review that Word document before watching this video. Very, very, very important. I'm just reviewing this already on the Word document so you guys get a better understanding of what's going on here. First things first, well-logged cereal. Well-logged cereal is a very healthy cereal. We want to advertise as fast, easygoing. Italy doesn't really consume much breakfast, not too many breakfast foods. So we really, really want to advertise as a fast, easygoing, healthy snack on the go, because usually their breakfast consists of coffee, cappuccino, maybe a croissant. That's a very, very quick meal, because obviously they split their meals, as I said in the Word document, into smaller, quicker meals throughout the day. So that's what we want to advertise as. Hopefully, it can go along with a lot of other flavors. Cereal and coffee, it would be a big, big, big thing for well-wise. We're trying to figure all that out still. Another thing, the positives and negatives of doing a cereal company in Italy. As I said before, some of the negatives is they don't eat too much breakfast, and very, very different from North and South. The North is very, very, I want to say, more wealthy than the South. South has a lot of unemployment. So we're going to keep our prices the same. We're trying to keep it really cheap. Again, we're trying to still negotiate that with Well-Log before we go over. But I'll let you guys know that as soon as I know of the exact price. But we're going to go, I know for a fact we're going to go cheaper, so that we can market it in both areas of North and South. We're trying to keep it general, keep it vague, just to keep it going for Well-Log. Definitely the cheaper route. Some other things I want to review, the big things are the etiquette. Obviously, in the Word document, I said a lot of stuff about the economy and how the Republic, and the education and what the kids go through for education. You guys know when you see kids asking how school's going, and other stuff to that extent. Family life, very, very important to Italians. Italians are very, very, very big into family life. A little bit different from North and South, but still relatively the same throughout Italy. They love family. Family is very important. Basically, your nuclear family, you live in homes in the North, South. They'll have a little bit of extended family living in the home. A couple things about etiquette. I have some highlighted points that I wanted to really, really hit point, even though I have most of them on the Word document. The meeting etiquette. Actually, I can scratch that. Before meeting anybody, you want to have your personal appearance perfect. That's a big, big thing to Italians. Italians love style. So don't go into a meeting with sweats and a t-shirt, which I don't expect you guys to do anyway. If you guys wouldn't be here in this opportunity if you do that. So look nice, be presentable, be confident, eye contact. The usual handshake with direct eye contact, as I just said, and a smile suffices between strangers. Another point of the meeting aspect is once a relationship develops, air kissing on both cheeks, starting with the left often, as well as a pat on the back between men. This is obviously after you establish a good relationship. Don't go right into the kissing, then they'll be a little offended. That's for sure. Been waiting to be invited to be more on a first name basis. Don't say, hey, what's up, Luigi? We don't want any of that stuff going on. Be professional. Keep it straight. Keep the last name only. Really the beginning part of the relationship until you know you develop that great relationship with him. With the business aspect, Italians prefer to do business with people they know they trust. So be trustworthy. Don't be lying to them. They can sniff that out. Italians are angry guys, that's for sure. They will sniff that out. Be trustworthy. Italians much prefer face-to-face contact, so it's important to spend time in Italy developing the relationship. Always face-to-face, a little over the phone. Phones for scheduling meetings only. That would be my rule of business in Italy. All right, unless you get to a relationship where you think you can develop that just over the phone, but I would stick in the beginning just to face-to-face contact and develop a relationship. Phones for meetings. That's a good rule to live by. What else? Demeanor is important. Time to judge people on appearances, and then the first impression you make will be a lasting one. First impressions are big time in Italy. We want you guys to hit it off your first appearance with these guys in the market and the consumers that we try to get for well luck. We want you guys to hit it off the first time meeting them. Network could almost be a full-time occupation in Italy. Personal contacts allow people to get ahead, so that whole first impression thing is big time. We want that to happen. Take time to answer questions about your business, colleagues, family, personal interests. Try to develop friendships. That's how you do it anyway. Again, you guys wouldn't be in this position if you're unsocial. We wouldn't put you guys in this situation if you're unsocial. So Italians are extremely expressive communicators. They tend to be wordy, elegant, emotional, demonstrative, often using facial and hand gestures to prove their point. I mean, if you guys ever seen, any of these typical shows like Jersey Shore, obviously it's not Jersey Shore. I don't want you guys to think anything of Snooki or anybody, but I'm Italian. My family, we always speak with hand gestures, facial expression, very, very vulgar, sometimes loud, very, very loud. My family's very loud. Three brothers, very loud. So just be prepared for that. If you're not used to anything like that, started getting acclimated, started hanging out at Italian places, Italian restaurants, tried, and also the speaking, the language, which I'm going to go into later in this video, very, very important. I also have a video I posted, a YouTube video that also helps, but again, I'll get to that later. But yes, need to be ready for the expressive communicators, because that's big in Italian culture. Business meeting etiquette. A couple points I want to mention really quick. Appointments are mandatory and should be made in writing 2 or 3 weeks in advance. That is huge. And back to the telephone thing, once you have it in writing, follow up with a phone call about a week before. That'd be big. That's big time in the Italian culture. It's kind of to be interrupted while speaking. Decisions are not reached in meetings. Meetings are meant to be free-flowing ideas. Everyone have their say. Be very, very wide to the decisions going on. Wide's not a very good term to use. I can't think of a good term to use right now. But just absorb everybody's information that they're giving to you, essentially. All right, again, with a split between the North and the South, for negotiation purposes, just so I remind you, in the North, people are more direct, see time as money, and get down to business after only a brief period of social talk. They don't care what we have to say usually as much as the South. That's why they're more successful. Time is money. Let's keep it going. Keep them interested. Let's sell this cereal, all right? In the South, people take more of a leisurely approach to life. I want to get to know people with whom they do business. So know where you're at all times. If you're in the North, talk business right away. All right, now maybe not right away, small talk, but boom. Let's hit them with some of the points if you want, but well-loved cereal. And then in the South, let's take a step back, ask them how the family's going, interest, school, all the stuff I said in the Word document. Bring up some points like that. That'd be huge for the South. And then the Italians prefer to do business with high-ranking people, as I said before. With the what is it? Basically, they have to do with hierarchy as in business. So, high-ranking people. Never use high-pressure sales tactics. Keep it low, guys. Keep it low. Don't pressure them into anything too much. They'll back off. So if you feel like they're getting a little uneasy, back off a little bit in the sales. Decisions are often based more on how you are viewed by the other party than on concrete. So again, the first impressions are big. Keep on making good impressions. Don't do anything to upset them. Be a man of your word. All that good stuff. You guys know what to do. It's very, very similar to American culture. You guys got to be yourself. Be free flowing. Again, you guys are here for a reason. There's reasons why we picked you to be there. Last and one thing I want to review is please look at the YouTube video I posted about some of the speaking terms of language of Italian. It's a very, very boring video, very, very old, generic, but it does help. I was reading it a couple seconds ago. I already know a couple terms I wrote down just to show you guys. There's plenty of them. Buongiorno, good morning, good afternoon, very basic. Buona giornata, I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Diciamo, my name is. Grazie, thank you. Those are just some of the few terms. There's plenty of them in that video. Please review, please study, and let me know if you have any questions about that. You can make games out of them. Jeopardy is a very common game. There's also an app, actually I have on my cell phone, it's called Duolingo. It helps a lot with trying to learn Italian or any type of language. A little bit of French in that country as well. So just be sure to study up and try to learn as much as you can. We can get an interpreter for you in some of the business meetings if need be. but I prefer you guys to learn as much as you can. And doing some of the games, like even make flashcards, make a game out of it, just compete. Competing, I think, is the best thing. Which also brings me to another point. If you guys are athletes and you see kids kicking the soccer ball, after you develop a friendship with your business partners, go ahead and compete in some soccer with them. They love that stuff. Soccer is a big sport in Italy. Um, just recently in the World Cup, don't bring up the World Cup because the guy got bit in the World Cup. That would be too smart. Wouldn't be too smart at all. But I would say compete in some soccer. But back onto the language, use some flashcards. Go against your friends, family, or anybody that you know. Put like a term or a word on a flashcard. Say the term in English, then have them say it back in Italian. If they get a point, mark the point down, and you guys just compete back and forth. That'd be a good game to use and trying to use a language. Or just go to an Italian place that you know that people speak Italian. I know plenty of Italian restaurants up here in Indiana, Northwest Indiana area that I go to just when I want to hear a little bit of Italian. I'm not fluent Italian, trust me. I'm very, very bad. But I like going to Italian places. It helps a lot. Lastly, I want to say congratulations again on being selected. You guys let me know if you have any questions. You can always call or email me. You know my information. Hope to talk to you guys soon. Yeah, congrats.